Tavex, purity becoming one. Tavex, purity becoming one. This is a new Yeshua Israel, Hebrew on the island too. This is a Torah Tanakh only channel. We don't deal with none of these books, other books. We're not Messianic Hebrews, Christians. It's the Negroes that have been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth who only suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26. No other people group on the earth suffer these curses. Israel scattered in all the lands, not just Africa, maybe small percentage of Africa, but they're all over, especially in America and places like that. Listen, heathen Gentiles love stay hiding the Negro, the Indian, the black guy, the Israelites' accomplishments. And, every once in a while, I like to throw it in their face because they watch my videos, some of them. So I want to add, like one you heard already, but this is a new one, and I'm going to just put both of them on again because just in case they come on, they're going to get it. And for you too, for your own personal knowledge, for, rise of the physical Israelites. Rise of the physical Israelites. Just for your own personal knowledge, you can have this information. So I'm going to share this. This is my version of a YouTube short, which I don't know how to make. So this is what it is. I'm not waiting for anybody to come on. Fair use, fair use. 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. So we're going to get into that. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Be patient with me. We'll start soon. Okay, I'm done. We're going to start again. Again. Let me get to it. Again, I do these videos because heathen Gentiles watch some of my videos. And in Jeremiah, it says, and they're going to say at the end, and our fathers have told us lies. And they have lied about everything. Listen to this girl. Fair use, fair use. Hold on. Hold on. It's calling me. I'll call you back. I'm doing a live video right now, showing you the video. You can go on Hebron Island too if you want to see it. I'm doing it live. It's going to be very short. I'll call you when I get off. You be calling me sometimes on the toilet, or, right when I've been doing a video. But I love you very much. I'll call you back. Okay. People interrupting me. Okay, here we go. Sorry again. Listen to the lady. Listen to the lady. Watch what she says.
This is what a MAGA mind is. Brand spanking new Lexus SUV. How is that possible? Integrated into the same neighborhood that I worked my entire life to get into. I don't understand it. This guy right here is brand new Lexus. There he is, right there. That guy right there. It's what Make America Great Again has always meant to certain people. It's never been about patriotism. It's always been about hierarchy, about making sure black people stay in a place that makes them comfortable. Because let's be honest, imagine living in a country where 400 years you receive every privilege available. Free labor for almost 2 centuries, millions of acres of free land through the Homestead Act, government assistance when black folks were excluded, white veterans received GI Bills as attended college when black veterans who served the country faithfully did not, white home ownership through FHA loans that black people didn't get while black families were redlined into poverty. There was affirmative action for white folks long before the phrase was ever even created. Let me name a few more. Tax benefits, union protections, government contracts, social security programs that originally excluded black labor, corporate subsidies, banking systems built on predatory denial of black access, policing designed to guard white prosperity, and the unspoken privilege of always being seen and deserving, and all that for generations. And yet here we are. After everything designed to hold us back, we still here. It makes them a failure. We're still educating ourselves, still building businesses. It makes them a failure.
You're
still
a failure.
growing wealth, still buying homes, still pulling up in our Lexuses. That makes them a failure.
You're a
We're
failure.
still thriving in the ways this country has never planned for us to thrive. And it makes them feel like failures.
You're a failure.
Because that's what they are. That's why it bothers them. Because to them, our success is what it is. It makes them failures. They feel better when they can look down on us. They feel safer when we have to struggle. They feel whole when we are broken. So when they say make America great again, what they are really saying is let's go back and reset the hierarchy. Let's put them back in their place, which is beneath us. Let's strip away any progress that they've made. Let's take away all their rights, all their opportunities, all the wins that make them feel equal. Because for us to feel equal, it makes them feel like failures. Because they've had every advancement known to man, and yet here we are, and that's why our excellence is so powerful, y'all. Because every time we disrupt the narrative they depended on for 400 years, every time we win and we break the system that was never designed for us to succeed, every time we shine, we expose the weakness of a structure built on stolen labor, stolen land, and stolen wealth. It's their failure. This is why our success is revolutionary. It's not just about your car, your house, or your lifestyle. It's a reminder that despite every barrier placed in our way, we still here, thriving, winning, and redefining greatness in our terms. And they're still what they are. Failures. Now drop a black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this gem.
Heathen Gentiles, you're a failure. They hate it. I'm in Dominican Republic. They see me, they'll feel like a failure. And if they see you, they'll feel like a failure. So, I like to put that in their face, and it's not lies, it's all true. And let me just play this other one that you kind of saw before, but it's a little bit different. And then my version of a YouTube short will be over with. Heathen Gentiles, you're a failure.
African Americans built this nation. We built this nation.
Fair use.
You're just starting to get real credit for that.
There's a clip going around of Donald Trump talking about how great American innovation is. And everything that he named that America invented, it was a black person that invented it.
This is a nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything.
GPS is a black woman. 3D imaging is a black woman. Laser eye surgery is a black woman. Escalators a black inventor. Elevators a black inventor. The roller coaster is Granville T. Woods. Roller coaster, everything.
The cell phone.
The cell phone. I was just watching the thing on the cell phone. Our video games is Jerry Lawson in Silicon Valley. They try not to mention him, but he's the reason why we have Xbox.
African Americans built this nation. We built this nation. You're just starting to get real credit for that.
There's a clip going around of Donald Trump talking about how great American innovation is, and everything that he named.
So how will I conclude my video short? That they love to hide the black, the Indian was Indians were classified as Negroes, and Negroes were classified as Indians way back in the 1800s, 1700s. Yes, just look at the old Noah Webster dictionary. They'll see Indian, they'll say Negro, copper colored person. Listen, all the stuff that you heard in this quick little video, my version of a YouTube short, Heathen Gentiles, you're a failure. This is the New Year's from Israel. Hebrew on the island too. Until next time, next time. And if anybody comes on, hey, you didn't teach it. Listen, I got hundreds and hundreds of teaching Torah Tanakh only videos. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. If you knew how I was on, she would put the number in. Some of you would get mad when you see the number. But anyway, this is New Year's. And listen, I like to make funny and jokes. We can't just be serious all the time. But that video was serious. This is New Year's from Israel. He on the island until next time. Next time.